So all the way up until they finally quit bringing slaves to America, they never do get. I mean, these people here want men. They didn't care about women, but they never could get enough men. So they'd always have. It usually was about equal, 50-50. In the later years, you had more women and children than you did men. You just couldn't. They never could do that. But that was one of the things that they never did. They never did understand.
Jesse, I would like to say something to the students. Yeah, when they kidnap Africans, remember this. The history has been told that it was slaves. They was not slaves. Many of them was free people. They was just Africans. When they was captured, they was sold into slavery, into bondage. So that's the history that we have to capture, because if they say, wait a minute now, the question is, you say slaves, I was a slave in Africa? No, you have to go back and study your history. So they did kidnap free people, free Africans. They became slaves in the new world of Americas, okay? Mm-hmm. All right.
Now after, okay, so you work like 14?
Down here in this country, you have what's called the gang system. There was two systems that they used in slavery. The gang system and the assignment system.
Okay.
Down here, now, I'll tell you before y'all go in there, there's probably bugs and everything.
We don't care.
Nothing's been done to it.
Got a flashlight?
But this is what it's going to look like.
Let's look how, see how the slaves live, y'all.
Okay.
They had a fireplace?
Oh, yes, sir.
Get on in there.
I don't care. Oh, man.
Let's go. Come on, miss.
It's,
Oh, yeah, if we're born in them days, we'll be right up in this house up in here.
So, if nothing had changed since back then, we'll be living.
What you talking? What you saying?
So the slaves built the houses as well, yeah.
well, yes, it was,
Oh, my.
Everything that was done in here was done by your enslaved African ancestors.
Come on in here, missy.
And this was not an enjoyable time.
It's hot.
it was a terrible
Yeah,
time.
we may see it the way it is right now, but keep in mind, young people, when we say status, and as he talked to you about the status, nothing good was good about slavery. Whether you was in the back house, the front house, or in the yard, that was a hard life for your ancestors.
And when we get down here to the tenant house, I'll tell you all a story so you can really understand what slavery was.
How many people would live in this house?
Well, they use a number. It's 4.3, but that's arbitrarily. Normally, these were two. See, only the hole was cut after slavery become a tenant house. There'd be a family of this right here, depending on how many is in your family.
It could be 10, 15 people in this one dwelling.
How many?
Well, it could be any number. They don't know it was a family. I don't know what constituted
A family could be any number. It
Right.
could be 12 children. 10.
right.
Oh.
I mean, whatever the guy had, it's just hard to tell. But what they did, they took 70 buildings is what they had, 70 quarters.
Lord.
And they divided them by 235. So, but that don't mean
Right.
that they was all equal
25
living in the
people.
same
Can you
spot.
imagine living in here during the summer, like hot?
How many?
235. That was the total.
Number of slaves.
Right.
Now, were these just openings? They didn't have anything?
Right,
Back in the
yeah.
day, it's like that was their window, but it was just open.
Right.
Everything was just open.
Right.
So they got a breeze that ran through.
Now there's two things I want y'all to know. You notice they got two fireplaces and one chimney.
Right.
Louisiana was the only state that had a chimney tax.
Yes, indeed.
Chimney tax?
Yeah. So, but the guy that wrote it up
Chimney
didn't ever
tax.
come on this place. He'd ride a horse down the road. He'd look up there and he'd see one chimney. He'd charge him for a chimney tax.
Okay.
Even in the big houses, when the manor house, they built the fireplaces on either end and run them up and had just two
Connect them,
chimneys,
huh?
so they'd have less chimney.
That's why.
Now, y'all know in these houses, they had,
For the task?
Vortex and terror posts in the ground house.
An ancient form of construction prevalent in Mississippi Valley during 18th and early 19th centuries. Probably fewer than 10 extant examples in U.S.
And what is it? The rock house, huh?
Yeah, RQUE.
And this is your ancestral place that people from the early rocks built this. They were carpenters, and as you know, your father was a carpenter.
Well,
So, third generation
just like
carpenter.
Jasper.
I think there's a kitchen or something over here.
Oh, I want to go see
Sink
that.
where I can wash my hands.
Now, I guess this is it right here, right? This first whole building.
What?
That's a house.
The rock house.
It looks like a tool shed.
No, this is not. That's it over there. That's a post. Did he use a post?
Oh, you got a post in the ground. That's a post in the ground.
No, that's not the post.
Is this one?
That's off the side.
Okay. Look at this rock on it.
Come, you do not want to miss this. Come here.
A photo?
Yes.
old photo?
Look at the old photo.
Old photos. Mom, you're getting all this, right?
Look at y'all rock family. Sitting on the porch. Look at them.
That's the house. Now, that we just passed.
Mrs. Zelane Rock?
Celine and Miss Juliet.
Zelene.
Zelene?
Look at all the pictures on this one.
I might have to put
Look
the
at
photos up
this.
there. Oh, this is video. I want to do the photo.
Look at the pictures on the wall
So this
right
is the
here.
only post in the groundhouse in Louisiana?
Cold.
That's what they say. No, 1 of 10 in the
You want to go
whole.
to the gallery?
They say only 1 of 10 in the whole state. Huh?
You took a picture of the house, right?
Wow, look at this. That's a
Do you
slave
want to go to
woman
the
there.
gallery, or do you want to take a picture of her?
African American.
Mom, that's the friend that you have
Where's the
about-
gallery? This the gallery?
The photo gallery of your camera.
No,
The
I
picture
want to take
that's on the wall
pictures.
of you. What? What?
Bernard is standing by Clementine Hunter's grave.
Who's Clementine Hunter?
Just the most famous artist in Louisiana. Look, he did the Angels. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's Clementine. She lived on the Matoya plantation with Therese Marie Coin. She was the cook.
I remember
and
her.
She started doing art like when she was 65 and became very famous. And she died at age 101 years old. That was a long time to live, huh?
Yep, and he's also standing next to Elizabeth Rock grave, too.
Oh, you saw another rock?
Yeah, right there. Elizabeth Rock.